Hey guys, recently somebody was asking me, if we had frost yet on Salt Spring Island. And the answer to that question is no, not at this end of the island. It really does vary depending on location of Salt Spring Island. I have seen frost in cold pockets on Salt Spring Island as early as October 7th, I think was the earliest frost I've ever seen in a cold area on Salt Spring Island. Here, typically frost usually comes in December. It could be early December. I've seen it in November, mid-December or mid-November. But yeah, typically December sometime we will get our first frost. It could be mid-December, it could be early December, it could even be later December. It just really depends how things go. So it varies because of the topography on Salt Spring Island. Salt Spring Island's 16.7 miles in length, and it consists of hills and mountains from one end to the other, which means there's a lot of valleys. Those valleys heat up in the summer, but they're a lot cooler in the autumn months. So right now, as we approach mid-October, it is still balmy and palmy here. I mean, I went by the lake yesterday down the road. We have 11 lakes here, and it was packed with people swimming. So we're having a really nice autumn. We had a pretty crappy spring. It was wet and cool, but good for our garden. Our garden has turned into a real jungle this year, and I'm still watering. It is so dry. Water restrictions. We don't have water restrictions. We're on a well. But other people on lake water are probably on water restrictions. Forest fire rating is at extreme. So no frost yet here, not even close. The low temperatures have been in the 50s, mid-50s to high 50s. This morning was 55 degrees Fahrenheit for my American viewers. So the low temperature was 55, and yesterday we are up around 72.5 degrees Fahrenheit for high, which isn't that bad for this far north, considering we're at 48 degrees north latitude. And you got to remember, we're on an island out here in the Gulf Islands, and the ocean is like a heat bank. For you guys that don't understand the way climate works here on these islands, the ocean's like a heat bank, and it probably doesn't get too much lower than say 40, mid 40s Fahrenheit in the winter time. So that kind of releases heat to the land. So with the offshore Japan current and the North Pacific current, that really does help us out here on these islands. It's a lot milder here in the winter than if you were to go take a 3-hour boat ride to the mainland. So no frost here, no frost in sight. I will let you know when we get our first frost. I will shoot a video, and you will see exactly when we have our first frost. So right now it's kind of feeling more like late summer, even though we're well into autumn here on Salt Spring Island. Like I say, it's non-stop watering. I'm looking at some cyclamens blooming right now. And like I say, we're on the balmy, palmy north end of the island. Where we live, it's a very narrow band of land, right? So less land, more ocean means regulated temperatures year-round. So maybe not as hot, quite as hot here in the summertime, but it never gets quite as cold here in the wintertime as some of the other spots of Salt Spring. And there are other mild areas here as well. Lots of microclimates on Salt Spring Island. Generally, when you live nearer to the ocean, it's going to be milder in the winter and a little bit cooler in the summer. That's the way she works. And what you're looking at there is Wendy's gallery. That's the back of Wendy's little art gallery there. And these are some of my tikis. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And stay tuned for more videos here on this channel. Cheers. It's beautiful out. We need rain. I tell you, we haven't had rain in a long time. So we do need it as much as I do love this weather. Cheers.